mommy. You know, those ones still exist. I don't know what I've done in this life. That is only me that I'm meeting all these bad people. But then nothing spoils. But hi everyone, you're welcome back to AJOKE'S vlog. My name is AJOKE. Hope you guys are doing great as I am here. Okay, excuse me, I'm talking to you. Okay, so what are you waiting for? You are here already. Why don't you just subscribe by clicking the red button and join the AJOKE'S vlog gang? That's all you have to do to join this fantastic, amazing, fun, insightful, inspiring gang. And I would be so glad to have you as a gang member. Like, it's just a blissful experience to have you as a gang members. Okay, so gangsters. I'm not calling you gangsters, I just called you gang members, right? From the thumbnail, you already know that it's story time. Like, okay, fine, just look at me. Just look at me, and just guess my age. Guess my age and guess the number of guys I've dated. Just look at me, calm down. Take a deep breath. Look at me and guess my age and guess the number of guys I've dated. And I want to hear your opinion down in the comment section. I want to see whoever gets my age and gets it right. Okay, so guys, in all my close to 30 years, because I'm not gonna say my age because I just gave you an assignment. So in all my close to 30 years, I've only dated one good guy of late memory, God rest his soul. I felt really good in the relationship, everything was okay, and that is fine. So today we are not gossiping, we are not gonna gossip, but we're going to go to the back, do a playback of guys I would have dated if I wanted to avoid being single to stupor. Like, you know, someone just called me a single to stupor person, and I was like, wow, single to stupor. Then I was taking a stock of what my relationship status would have been if I had dated any of those guys. So because you know that I'm in China, we will start from China and we go back. Like, I've not dated these guys. I would have dated them, I would have loved to date them, but I'll give you the reasons why I did not date them and the lessons I learned from not dating them. I'm not trying to be woke now. I'm not trying to be woke. It's not like I'm smart. Just story time. So I'm not going to be using their real names. So let's just say that let's talk about S. Let's talk about S. S is a guy I met through a friend who is also a YouTuber. I would have even mentioned that YouTube channel name, but I don't know if she's gonna like it. So S is a guy I met through a friend who is also a YouTuber. At the time we met, we were both not YouTubers yet. We've not had our YouTube channels yet. We're just normal people. S and I met through a friend, and then I was in Shenyang, and then I went to see my friend, and my friend was like, oh, this is the girl I was telling you that I met on the job and that. And S was acting so cool, and you know, I don't know what made him think I'm interested in meaningful conversation. So we had this very meaningful conversation across all spheres, from politics to life to marriage to dating to expectation to emotions and all that. We just had this robust conversation, and that was it. I left. And S would send me messages on WeChat. S would call me. S was nice. I was like, okay, this is me. I don't have friends, so a friend of my friend can also be my friend. So S asked me out, Sha, and I was like, wow. Ooh. And he was like, oh, don't tell your friend. I was like, I should not tell my friend. So one thing I'm grateful for is the fact that I've seen older ladies say that anybody that wants to get serious with you, anybody that wants to commit to a relationship with you, will never ever want to hide you. We never ever want to be in a relationship like, oh, don't let this person hear, don't let that person hear. So I went ahead, I told my friend, I told her, and S was really pissed off. Fast forward to S said he is coming to town, to my city, to do something, and I was like, okay, fine, I don't have issues. But before that time, S would always not talk to me, would not chat me. You know, if he talks to me this week, in next 2 weeks we might not talk, and he would always want to talk to me at night. Even if I text him or call him during the day to check up on him, he will not pick up, and most times he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I'll call you back. And that I'll call you back might be in the next 5 days, might be in the next 3 days, and I'm like, how am I gonna date you if we can't hold conversations, if our communication level is trash? So how are we gonna date? How are we gonna have a relationship? So I took all that in. I was just watching, and S was like, oh, I love you. I'm like, oh, I know, but I'm taking notes. So S was like, okay, I want to come see you in your city. I was like, no way. Then he later said he wanted to come and do something in my city and all that. But prior to that time, I've always been telling him, I'm not gonna have sex with you. I'm not gonna have sex. I'm not. And he was like, it's fine. Sex is not the only thing in the relationship. You know, we have to build a relationship, build communication. He was even trying to sound woke. I'm like, okay, fine. I found good guy last. Before you know it's 2020, I'm dating in my head. So, that was why he said he was coming to do something in my city, and I should please help him to check an hotel. I was not really interested in helping him to check an hotel. So Rena was just like, no, you have to help him, So she, God bless Rena, actually, she walked with me throughout the winter nights trying to get S an hotel. We got an hotel, and they told us that the hotel was like 400 and something, and because the hotel is affiliated to my school, because I'm a student of this school, so they're going to give us a discount of 300. I think 300 or 320. So I go back to the dormitory. I texted S, like they said, your hotel money is so amount. He said, I got it, it's cool. Okay, fine. So it was like, okay, you feed me. I'm like, food, that's the simplest thing I can feed you. That's nothing. So that was how I went to pick up S at the airport to take him to his hotel. Okay, we ordered Didi. I ordered Didi. From the hotel to this place, S could not even pay his Didi fee. He was like, my connection is not working. I paid. I was like, okay, that's nothing. If I had gone out with a friend, I would have paid. Now I feel weird saying this, actually, but I have to. So we got to the hotel reception. I was like, okay, this is the hotel, this is the person that's gonna stay here, pay. So you know, S was gonna pay, S was supposed to pay 600. It was supposed to pay 600, I think 620 or 610, and that was how nigger brought out 200 yuan out of 600. I was like, wow. In my mind, I was doing a quick fix of like, what if I just turn my back and leave him here? Then I'll be like, you are black. these people knows you, these people knows your school, and they would probably send a notice to the school like a black student left a guest and something, or probably come up with a law that forbids black students from lodging their guests in that hotel. So for the sake of my own reputation and to protect innocent other black people, I had to pay. And then they later came and said another 300 for deposit, and dude was like, he doesn't have money, they should go talk to me. So I was like, wow. So I took all that in, because this is one thing about me. I really find it difficult to pour out my anger on a stranger, except you are my friend. I would find the liberty to pour my anger on you. Then later I realized that the conversations he wanted to hold with me, basically from even everything we were talking about, was like, are you working, how much do you make per hour, how much? So I'm like, but I told you I'm not working. And he said, I spoke with your friend, and your friend told me you found a job. So in my mind I was like, wow, bravo. So I found myself another opportunist, a covert opportunist. Basically, after that, I just fed him. I was like, okay, you just fix your stuff. I fed him, and the guy was like, to build this relationship, you're gonna have sex. Like, then I could not even say it, but in my mind, I was like, wait, I would pay for your hotel, I will feed you, and you still expect me to go ahead and have sex with you? Like, where am I going to write that? In what account? A Nigerian will understand this expression. Like, in what account do I write this? So if there's anything I'm going to tell a younger lady of my age, or someone, just a lady of my age or someone younger than me, is the fact that be alert. Be alert. Guys, some guys are just there to take advantage of you. They have nothing to offer you. They are opportunists. They want to get into under your skin, to know how much you have, to know what's going on with you. And this guy is always trying to hold conversation about my father, about my family. Like, this person told me your father works here, that person told me your brother is. I'm like, no, those things are not what I want to talk to you about. If you want to date me, we should talk about us. So be alert, girls. Be alert. There are opportunities out there, guys, that will just want to reap where they don't sow. They are just users. And the funniest thing is that they would come they will come so nice. They would say things that would appeal to you. Like, they would take their time. And okay, this one was saying that he was an empath, because he noticed that I am an empath. So he was saying that he's an empath. I have to become an empowered empath. He was sending me books I was reading. So I was like, okay, he has my good interest at art rather, so that I wouldn't fall into the hands of a narcissist, not knowing he is a covert narcissist. So this is one thing I learned from my experience with him, is the fact that I told myself to shed my Messiah mentality. See, you're not a Messiah. You are not a Messiah. I am not a Messiah. You can't save any guy. You can't save any guy. See, any guy that comes to you and tell you that someone hurt him, yes, I was like, you don't trust me. Then I was telling him, like, why would you not pay for your hotel? Why would you not pay? And it was like, it was testing me. Someone hurt him in 2017, and since then I was like, wait, am I mad? You are testing me. Did I hurt you? Did I know the person that hurt you? 2017 to now, why are you making me? So now what you're trying to do is that you are trying to put other people through the things you've been through to make you feel you are smart or you are good, Abby. Well done. So I told myself this can't continue, because the more I indulge him to stay close to me, the more I would feel pity for him when he comes up with his pity story of how someone cheated him, of how, you understand, like you can help people, but don't let them use these stories to appeal to your sensibilities, something like an emotional blackmail, so that they will say these things and your emotion will be like, oh my god, oh, and then before you know it, they make a request of you and then they are just using you. They don't even have any plans for you. I'm not saying you should not help the guys you are dating, but don't let any man use you. You are not a messiah. Don't let it say, I want you to help me to overcome this trauma. Sister, 90% of them are fraud. Okay, so I want to also say that you also have to have a defined structure, an image of what you want relationship to be like. That is one thing. For me, I was like, okay, I'm close to 30. I'm not in a rush for marriage. I'm not even thinking marriage. But then if I'm going to a relationship at this time, at this age, even if it's going to end, please, for as short time as for the shortest time that is going to last, let it be worth it. I can't break up now and still go back to sub stories of how someone used and dumped me. God forbid. Hey, Jesus. So have an image in your mind of what you want your relationship should be like. And see, if anybody is not just cutting that image, you're not a bricklayer. You're not a fashion designer. You can't model a man. You can only help a man come into the fullness of the foundation he has laid for himself. A man that doesn't have a foundation for himself, my sister, you're not a bricklayer. You can't model, you can't build. The Bible says, except the Lord builds a house, the builders are building in vain. Don't build in vain, my sister. This is 2020. Don't build in vain, even if it's not dating for marriage. Don't build in vain. Don't. And one thing is just that you also have to understand that guys, they are good guys. They are good guys, though. They are good guys. But please, I think this is where I'm going to stop. Jesus, I can't go ahead. I can't go ahead and tell you about the mommy's boy that we were even almost dating, and everything, it was going back to mommy. You know, those ones still exist. I don't know what I've done in this life. That is only me that I'm meeting all these bad people. But then nothing spoils. But stay alert, sisters. Stay alert. And once you say goodbye, now this is another important thing. See, these guys that are users, opportunists, covert narcissists, exploiters, once you say goodbye to them, they will say goodbye to you. But they will always come back when they need help. And the way they will call back, and they will call you, like this one called me, oh, how are you? How is the coronavirus treating you? Are you doing online teaching? What concerns you if I'm doing online teaching? Do you have job for me? Have you ever done teaching? Do you want to teach? Which one are you doing? Because I'm thinking how you are coping. You know, finances now that everywhere is dry. Even me, I'm struggling. I'm just like, oh, you know what? I have something important to do. I'll talk to you later. Till that, I will not talk to you later. It's not me. So please, mount guard. When you say goodbye, be goodbye. Everybody is hustling. Don't let someone be using you to count scores of how women eyes paycheck. Like, I'm not making any guy my paycheck. I can make guys my paycheck. But if I'm consciously putting myself under a bridle and discipline not to make a guy my paycheck, and you think you are wise, so me that I'm hustling to pay school fees, to do everything for myself, you want to turn me to paycheck? God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. So I think some other time we talk about the other guys. Today we just talked about the guy S, Mr. S, that wanted to turn me to Paycheck in China, like Mr. Free Service. Okay, so guys, till I come back, see you some other time on another interesting vlog. Please don't forget, tell me what you think my age is and how many guys I've dated. I think I answered that, how many guys I've dated. So I would like to hear from you, and I would be willing to share all the details with you. Please do subscribe. I need you to subscribe. Please do subscribe and love